You need to buy this based on what you could do with the property, not what is currently being done with the property, right? An $800 cash paying tenant don't make no fucking sense in this neighborhood, but well, you know it does make sense. A fucking $1,400 Section 8 voucher. That's why this is a good investment, okay? Size doesn't matter, right? At least that's what your girl tells you, okay? She also tells you this is the house you don't need to worry about, all right? But in real life, sometimes it does matter, and sometimes you do need to pay attention and worry about things, okay? And when you're focusing on, let's call them difficult neighborhoods, high-crime neighborhoods, okay? When you're focusing on investing in those types of neighborhoods, you're going to need tenants on vouchers, okay? Section 8 vouchers, and that is the key to why this is a good investment. 3134 Kimball Ave, Toledo, okay? 79999. Now, when I say size matters, it does, okay? Size doesn't matter. Your girl tells you that, she's lying, okay? Because in the section, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. You know, they say something about the, the motion in the ocean. But anyway, when it comes to the Section 8 space, when it comes to the space of difficult neighborhoods, okay? You're in a difficult neighborhood, very, very hard to collect cash rent on a consistent basis, okay? Then you bring in your Section 8 tenants. Why? Because Uncle Sam pays every single month. But Uncle Sam is going to pay you based on the amount of bedrooms in that house, okay? The bigger the house, the more money you're going to make. And that's why this is an outlier here, right? Most properties we see, most single families, you got 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, right? You got 2-bedroom vouchers, 3-bedroom vouchers. But when you get yourself a 4-bed, whoo boy, you get the fatty cash, right? Now, this is the situation where the seller, it's like an older person, and they're like, getting out of the business. We're dealing with their adult child, like a lot. They don't really know much of what's going on. They got like a long-term tenant left in there, cash-paying tenant. There's not even like a lease, right? It's just like an oral agreement, I guess. And it was like $800 a month, okay? And, this is like, don't think you're getting a situation here where the owner knows like everything, and like, I get assholes all the time. We'll have a property like this, and they're like, let me get the fucking rolling income and expenses, the T12s, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, no. This is the fucking house, and it's probably going to make a lot more money when, like, you get professionals in there. There ain't no fucking rolling T12 here, bro. There ain't even a fucking lease. The owner, they're on the way out, okay? And, like, there's no, like, professional management here, right? You need to buy this based on what you could do with the property, not what is currently being done with the property, right? An $800 cash paying tenant don't make no fucking sense in this neighborhood, but well, it does make sense. A fucking $1,400 Section 8 voucher. That's why this is a good investment, okay? $1,400 is what it should be bringing in. Now, couldn't get you any pictures, right? Owner, not able to get us inside for a video tour with their tenant, okay? The only time we're going to be able to get you in the property is after an offer is made contingent on inspection, right? We were able to get you 2 pictures, okay? One of the furnace, the other of the hot water tank. Now, the furnace, pretty darn new. Sweet. Hot water tank, a little old, just so you're aware. Those, are going to run you like $1,500, $2,000 to replace those. They last around 15 years, okay? Other than that, like the inside of the property, like, yeah, I don't have any photos for you guys. That's just what we're dealing with here. Don't expect it to look like the fucking Taj Mahal. It's a long-term cash-paying tenant who's been living in like an absentee accidental landlord's house for many years on like an oral agreement at like fucking half of market rent, okay? So like when they do move out, you're probably going to have to do a fucking refresh, okay? Like, you're probably replacing kitchen cabinets, countertops. You're probably painting everything, right? So you're probably spending $5,000, $10,000 to rehab it, right? Is it gutted? Probably not, right? But it ain't sure as shit broom clean. Like, they move out, it's in broom clean condition, and all you got to do is fucking spray some air freshener and re-rent it for $1,400. That, if you believe that, you're an idiot, right? So you're probably going to need to do that type of refresh, right? So when you're making your offers, think about that. Know that. I don't want you, like, making your offers at $79.9 and then you do your inspection. You're like, I'm going to have to do a rehab when the tenant moves out. Yeah, no fucking shit, bro. That's the name of the game, right? That's the situation we're dealing with, okay? So figure you buy it for $80, tenant moves out, pop another 10 into it. Now you're all in for 90 and you're getting $1,400 a month in rent. Like, those are the numbers you need to be running. Don't be thinking you don't have to do that. Also, who's to say the current tenant won't come up to $1,400? I mean, is it likely? Probably not, but, it's possible. You just increase the rent, and maybe they stay, and you don't have to refresh the unit. But you should think about doing a refresh if you want to get that big, fatty Section 8 money, and that big, fatty Section 8 money is going to come to you because it's a big old house, man. Extra bedroom, right? The size matters in these situations because the government pays per bedroom. Bigger the voucher, bigger the house, bigger the voucher, bigger your paycheck, right? If this all sounds interesting to you and you're interested in making an offer, send it to my team, sales@holtonwise.com. If you want to buy it cash as is and you don't want to do any due diligence, that'd be great for me, but I'm not expecting a lot of people are going to want to do that. You're probably going to want to get in and do due diligence, but in our discussions with the owner and their family, they have assured us if we bring an actual offer contingent on inspection, they will move hell or high water and they will get your inspector in there to do the proper due diligence, okay? So it's got to be a legit offer. It's got to come with proof of funds or pre-approval letter. If you want me to type up the contract for you, I can do so. Just let me know. Send the offer to my team, sales@holtonwise.com. If you want to hire your own real estate agent to do that for you, that's great. We're working with other real estate agents, but just remember, you're going to probably have to pay them because I would assume they're not going to work for free, and they ain't getting any money from us. They ain't getting any money from the seller, right? So if you want to hire your own agent and have them negotiate with us, that's fine. Just make sure, you're paying them, okay? If you want to save that cost, you could just reach out to me directly. sales@holtonwise.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Holton Wise TV for more financial information, education, and entertainment.